Hello. It's your girl. I'm on a roller coaster ride. I know, it has been forever. Girl, how you been? Why does it say there's zero? Oh, there it goes. I was like, why does it say there's 0 people here? And then there's clearly people saying hi to me. Hello. Girl, it feels like it's been years. I feel like I got old. I turned 80. I'm on a roller coaster. Does anyone else just have Princess of Power by Marina in their head 24/7? Or is it just me? Hey guys. Okay, I'm gonna shout some people out. I'm so awkward. Niraj, hello. Smiling Witness. Okay, hey. Moon Jellyfish. That is one of the most fun names. I am doing well. I've sort of been having an existential crisis, but we don't need to get into that right now. I just turned 29, so it might have something to do with that. Other than that, I'm just doing great. Thank you to whoever's putting the hearts in there and the little, yeah. Hey. You're really pumping up my ego right now just with these little emojis. You know, I can't complain though, okay? I really can't. I'm doing well. Hi, Sal. Hey, E and Emma. Okay. India. What time is it in India? I'm like not good at knowing what time it is places. It is the middle of the day here in the United States. 2:46 p.m. No one asked, but Papa's album of the year, and that's on that period. That is my personal. Well, it's hard to say because I do love Mayhem as well, and I am very biased to Gaga as well. So I don't mean to overlook that when I say Pop is the album of the year, but I love Princess of Power so much. So we'll see. Have I reacted to Mariah's new single? You know it, boo. Yes, I reacted to the song when it came out, when I got back from my vacation. Okay, I sat my butt down. I actually listened to that song before even listening to Princess of Power because it was just like one song. My reaction to that will be coming, as well as the music video, which I just reacted to the other night. I don't want to give too much away. I don't know. I try not to spoil my reactions because I feel like I do that all the time. I'm just like, by the way, I loved it, or by the way, I hated it. And then everyone's like, but I think it'll be entertaining nonetheless. I guess I will say I liked one of the two better than the other. Like the song, between the song and the music video, there was one that I liked and one that I didn't like. That's not a very good way of summing it up, but basically, I didn't like the song that much. Okay, can I just be real? It was kind of boppy, and I think my reaction will be entertaining. Okay, but I didn't like it that much. But I did like the music video, and I think that will be a very fun time to see my reaction to that. Shout out Joseph Kahn. I love that man. It was very jarring, and I think I need to listen to that song more to fully like get into the vibe, if that makes sense, because it was just not what I ever could have seen coming. And for that reason, I need some time to process it. But all I've been listening to is Princess of Power. Like, I'm so sorry. That is the only thing my ears have touched, other than Family Jewels by Marina, which I re-listened to this morning, and it literally changed my life over again. Like, I had heard it before, but I just want to say, if you have never listened to the Family Jewels by Marina, just go do it. Just go do it. I don't know what you're waiting for. It will change your life. Hi to Peru. Thank you for saying happy birthday. I appreciate that. If you don't know, my birthday was like 3 days ago, so I've already been 29 for 3 days. That's kind of wild. 2:47 a.m. in the Philippines. I love the night owls. Okay. I'm a night owl myself. Midnight. Love to see it. 9 p.m. in Germany. That's a good time for me to be live, probably, right? I don't know. I always I never know when to go live. Like one time I really felt inspired to go live at like 3 a.m. And I was like, that's probably not a good idea. Like, I know obviously people are in different time zones, but like there is not going to be many people who are awake and wanting to hear my thoughts at 3 a.m. But apparently there are people. So thank you for being here. Did you manage to watch Truth or Dare? No, I have not had time. So I guess you wouldn't know this because I didn't really, you can't read my mind, but I have been really busy lately. I started a new job and then I went on a vacation for a few days. So I am very much playing catch up with the new music that I haven't listened to yet. I haven't even listened to all of Addison Rae's new album yet, but I've heard a few of the songs and I'm going to finish it hopefully today. I don't usually split them up, but I just had to in this case. So yeah, I still need to finish that album and release my reaction to that, as well as the new Mariah Carey song. And then we will deal with whatever else. And then Lorde has a new album coming out in a week. So it's all good things, but I'm a little bit overwhelmed. And I just started a new job too. So I just have less time to do things. That is why my Marina reaction was 75 million trillion years late. It just, yeah, that's just how it worked out. But in due time, my dear, I don't know what I'm saying. I also don't know if I'm going to watch that for a video. I honestly probably won't, because the idea of sitting down and watching a 2-hour thing and then editing that, it's just overwhelming, especially since I'm already trying to do all the tours and all the music videos. We will see, never say never. I just don't want to get your hopes up unfairly. I'm so waiting for your charm bracelet reaction. At some point, it will be coming, hopefully, but the next one that's coming is Emotions after, of course, her new single. That new single reaction will be released, and then at some freaking point when I get my life together, I will finally get around to finishing editing the Emotions video, and then I will do that. I feel like that's going to be a fun one. I say that all the time, but I think it's going to be a fun one. Have you pre-saved? I don't pre-save things ever. Because what I've learned is they don't, it doesn't work. I'll pre-save it and then nothing happens on the day it's released and I have to go save it anyway. So in my opinion, it's kind of a scam. But I am looking forward to that album very much. I absolutely love the 2 singles. I have been listening religiously to Love and Myself. It's been my song of the summer a little bit. So very much looking forward to that album, praying to God that it is as good as the singles. Okay. Because if it's not, I'm going to be sad. The Family Jewels. See, the thing is, I feel like I never appreciated it in full. There were so many songs on it that I was just kind of lukewarm toward. Something happened this morning. I was fully in the mood to receive it. And every song was just the best thing I've ever heard. And I was like, why isn't Marina more popular? Not that popularity means that you're good or successful or anything, but I just, you know what I mean? Do you have any updates on Madonna albums? Not really. I saw that she's releasing the Ray of Light Veronica Electronica. I was like, okay, let's freaking go. If it's going to be actual songs and not just remixes, I'm really looking forward to that. I just love the title Veronica Electronica. I just want to say it over and over again. And so I'm excited about that. I am losing hope that she's even going to release a new album this year because, girl, we're already halfway through the year. And it just feels less and less likely that it's coming. But honestly, I need a minute. If she dropped an album right now, I think I would just drop off the face of the earth because I have too many other things on my radar. So I'm fine. I'm patient. But I'm just side-eyeing every time she posts an Instagram story and it's not the album. Love all your Gaga reactions. Thank you. I don't know why I did this, but half the time I don't know what I'm doing. I promise I don't know. I promise I'm normal. What am I saying? Okay, there's a video of Miley rehearsing Two Most Wanted with Beyonce. Oh my golly, I need to see that. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that just like shook me to my core because I need to hear that right now. Are you excited? Yes, I'm so excited for the new Ava Max album. I feel like she's gonna give us just a good summer vibe, like just a good summer fun album, party time. The Mariah reactions are so much fun. Addison Rae's new album is so good. The singles are the best part, though. Yeah, so I listened to the first 3 tracks, not to give anything away, but I was really enjoying it, but I recognized that I was not in the mood for that style of music at that time. So I decided I would take a break and come back to it because I don't want to half-ass listening to it, and not really be into it. So, but I love the song New York, low key. Like, it was really interesting, very different than what I expected. So I'm very curious to continue that journey. I just didn't want to like rush through it because I wasn't in the mood, if that makes sense. Yeah, here's the thing though. You mentioned times like these, headphones on. I already have heard the song Headphones On. Absolute bop. When it first came out, I listened to it literally on a repeat, like just over and over again. And times like these keeps auto playing when I'm trying to like listen to other music. It keeps just like auto playing. And I love the beginning of it. And I'm like, that is what made me sit my ass down and be like, I need to finally listen to this. So I'm excited. I still haven't like heard that one in full, but I'm excited. All that to say, I'm excited. Thank you for congratulating me on the new job. I am going to the Mayhem Ball in like less than a month. I think a little bit over a month. Insane. I feel like I don't even have time to process that it's happening. I don't know what I'm wearing. I don't know. What's kind of funny is, so I'm going in Las Vegas and my mom got 2 tickets for her and me. Yes, I'm going with my mom. Shout out to her. She goes to all kinds of concerts with me because I don't always have friends that like the same artists, and like even if they like the same people, sometimes we like both aren't interested in the concerts. Anyway, I love my mom. She's going to the concert with me, and we both have we have seats in separate sections though. They're both on the floor. God bless. God bless. Wait, no, they're not. They're not on the floor. They're literally nosebleeds. I was getting this mixed up with the Lorde concert I'm going to. The Lorde concert is on the floor. The Lady Gaga concert is nosebleeds. Okay, so we're in the nosebleeds, but we're not even together. So we're literally sitting separately. So I'm just going to be over there, bopping by myself, like catch me in 4K, just by myself. But I'm so excited, I am blessed to be able to go regardless of the circumstances. You know what I mean? Do you think we might get more Janet reactions? It's definitely a high possibility. The problem is I have too many artists that I like right now. That's like genuinely the problem, because I definitely need to hear more of Janet's music, like without a doubt. I love the 2 songs that I covered. Like, I am very curious to hear more from her. Especially getting into like some of her 90s R&B. I think I would really love it because I absolutely love the song That's the Way Love Goes. I always forget the title, but I absolutely love it. So I'm like, I have to. I just also am so inspired by other artists right now. And it's just it's like almost too much in a good way, because it's like I'm too inspired. I'm too interested in all these different people, like even Prince. Okay, we had a few that I didn't like, but I love Little Red Corvette. I've been listening to that. And his song Kiss. So like I need to do more Prince, but I don't see that happening anytime soon, if I'm being totally transparent, because I feel like there's other things I want to do first. But wait, give Who a chance. Sorry, I like missed your message or something. Give Who a chance. If you mean Addison, I am. Wait, no, you're talking about someone I've never heard before? I don't know what you mean. Wait, Ava Max? Oh. Sorry, I'm so confused. I thought you said Ava Max teased a new album. I was like, girl, not a new album before we even got the one in August, but you said teased a new song called Wet Hot American Dream. Okay. That's going to be something with a capital S. Um Don't tell me I looked tired. No one wants to hear that. I was not tired, but I mean, I don't remember. It was a while ago. But I will say Mariah's voice just always gets me in that slumber, especially with that album. Like I was literally like locked and loaded. Like she was doing something to my DNA. So I think I looked tired because she was lulling me to sleep with her beautiful voice. But people like some people got mad that I yawned and stuff thinking it was disrespectful. I'm like, it is not. I'm not disrespecting her. Like she literally just gets me in that slumber. It's a great album, but like I was yawning because of her beautiful freaking voice. Have I heard One of the Boys by Katy Perry? Not in full. Not in full. I know it's like a rite of passage and I'm probably like we know this. We know that there are iconic albums that I just have not listened to in full. I think that's been established. A lot of people don't believe that there's any way I could have missed certain albums, but I don't know what to tell you. I haven't listened to it in full. Obviously, I've heard like Kissed a Girl, like obviously the more, radio played songs. So I can't say I'm rushing to go listen to it. Because Katy Perry is just not my favorite person anymore, and that's my truth. That's just my truth. Welcome, Dad Cello. I hope wait. Okay, you did a reaction to Marina's song Butterfly, and I watched it, and it was like the most sweet, wholesome thing I've ever seen in my life. So shout out to you. Jade, I don't know. I've already listened to I think it was It Girl. I forget which it was. I just did not vibe with it, if I'm being honest. I'm not really vibing with a lot of her singles, unfortunately. I have a lot of respect for her. I truly do. Because I've seen I saw an interview she did. It was like one of those Genius interviews where she like sang the song and she explained the meaning. She was so just a joy to watch, like very smart, very intelligent, very sweet, very real, very vulnerable. I loved her personality. I could tell she cares about her craft and all of that. So I have a lot of respect for her. I don't know if it's my thing. Madonna is working at the same producer. I know. The same producer that did Confessions. She might take a while for the new album because I think she's working on a show about her life. Okay, not Keeping Up with the Kardashians Madonna version. Yeah, I mean, she can take her time. Like, I can totally wait. That did not sound convincing, but I am actually a pretty patient person because there's plenty of music to keep me busy. Like, I'm still working on just getting through her old stuff. So, yes. I was waiting last year on your older reaction by Lizzie McAlpine. I feel like you didn't like it. Thank you for waiting. I'm sorry to disappoint. Yeah, I didn't. I liked the song Elevator. Other than that, it was just too slow for me. It was a little bit too slow and like stripped back for my taste at that time. So kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. It's a lamb farm. That's not even a thing, but where's leeches? Thank you. I appreciate you. I did watch it on my own. Okay, I confess my sins. I did not make a video on it. It was really I wish I had made a video on it, you know what I mean? Hindsight's 2020. I was like, that would have been an interesting video, but I just didn't have time. I had a lot going on at that point. So it was very dark, very deep. I did not expect her to literally do the thing she did at the end of the music video, if you catch my drift. But it was a beautiful music video. Like literally, I don't know why Melanie Martinez is not getting Oscars for her music videos. I'm being dead serious. Like, her music videos are my favorite music videos to watch. They're so artistic. They're so meaningful. They're so, like, the CGI is the best I've ever freaking seen in my life. I don't understand. Like, I just can't wrap my mind around the genius behind them. So excited for more of those. Hopefully she'll drop them at a less chaotic time in my life. She should really check my schedule first. Hello, Tony. People saying I'm going to love the Girly Show tour. I'm excited. I'm Gen Z and I'm a lamb. I'm such a diehard Mariah fan. Wait, why did that kind of rhyme? I am lucky. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. Grateful, thankful, blessed. No, I'm really lucky that I got Gaga tickets, because those little mofos were not easy to get. That's why my mom had to get separate sections, because it was like the Hunger Games up in there, apparently. I was at work when she got the tickets, so I couldn't like go into the ring. Have I seen Madonna live? No. I got so excited maybe a year ago because I looked up and I saw she was on the Celebration tour, and I was like, oh my God, I'm literally going. I don't care. Like, I'm so into her right now. Like, let's freaking get it. I don't know like all of her whole life story yet, but like, you know, I want to go. And then I saw that the dates were from 2023 and they had passed. So that was a fun time of hope and then despair. I would totally see her. I would. I don't care. I would see her if she went on tour. Even before, you know, knowing everything about her. I don't need to know everything about someone to see them live, but like usually I only see someone live if I have like more of a relationship with them. Like but Matana and I now go way back, right? Like American Life, my reaction was like 2 years ago or something crazy. So we go way back. Like, anyway, I'm literally talking about, I don't even know what anymore. So I'm going to shut the frick up. That's sweet. My mom also go with me to the Ava Max tour. Aww, that's so cute. I do need to listen to the Velvet Rope. What direction do you think Taylor's music will take? Will she make a new 1989 folklore, Evermore, or try a new genre? I'm going to be honest. I swear to God, if she makes another like Tortured Poets, like folklore, like here's the thing. I'm here for that era. That was a gorgeous, like poetic era in my opinion. But if she makes another album that is that stripped back, I'm just going to be bored. Like that. I just am. I'm not going to be into it. I am really praying. Okay. This is what I'm praying for. The baby of Lover and 1989. I need them to have a baby, and I need it now. And I need it to be like this bright, fun summer album. This is kind of inspired by my cousin Elena, who said that she really hopes Taylor like releases a fun summery song. I was like, yes and amen. Like, and then I was re-listening to 1989 last week. Like I re-listened to it many times, and I was literally like, I forgot how good this album is. It is one of my favorite albums of all time. And I just forgot like how much I love it. Anyway, that and Lover, just the vibes of Lover, the fun, the energy, combining and making a baby. I am literally over here trying to make Taylor Swift offspring of her albums. What Mariah song have you been listening to? I actually re-listened to Daydream on the airplane to my vacation, and it literally changed my life all over again. I was like, I have to be in the mood to like, you know, get into it because it's like the adult contemporary. Like, it's not the type of thing I'm in the mood for all the time. But girl, it was hitting on that airplane. I think I fell asleep listening to it just because, you know, I like to sleep on planes. What can I say? And it was so like so heavenly, so beautiful. I felt like I was at the gates. Like, that is such a good album. So I love how this person, how Raphael is just like, who is she talking about? I don't even know. Your guess is as good as mine. I do try to pin the messages so you can see what I'm referring to. I love going back and I love going back and laughing at your MDNA reactions. Some terrible songs. Do you think focusing on a certain artist and focusing on them for a while would be easier for doing deep dives into artist discographies so you won't get overwhelmed? I mean, that's my attempt. That's literally what I'm trying to do with Madonna and Mariah Carey. Like, I've chosen them as my cherubs that they're my chosen babies for this year. And I want to do like the discographies from both of them. Whereas there's other artists that like Janet Jackson and Prince, that's more of like an if I get to it type of thing. Like, I can't say I'm gonna release a new reaction to them tomorrow. I had to choose Madonna and Mariah to focus on. So that's my goal. But then there's all these new songs and new albums that come up. I have had to just start saying no to reacting to certain things that maybe I would have reacted to a year ago, such as Sabrina Carpenter's new song, because I was in San Francisco visiting my friend and I was like, oh my gosh, like, have you heard the new Sabrina song? And she was like, no. And I was like, me neither. And I was like, well, I might do a reaction to it. So like, let's not listen to it. And then I was like, I'm literally stopping living my life in this moment because of my channel, which like, I love you guys. Like, I literally love this channel so much. I love you guys. Like, I love making these reactions. So please don't get it twisted. But I also need to just live my life sometimes, if that makes sense. So I'm like, you know what? Let's listen to the song. And we listened to it together. And honestly, I was underwhelmed, if I'm being honest. Like, I didn't really love it that much. And I was like, okay, it probably wouldn't have been a great video anyway. So yeah, that's kind of my story with that song. I'm not like super excited for that album, if I'm being honest. I am one of the people that doesn't like the album cover. I don't care. You can disagree with me fully. I just do not like the album cover. I do not like the vibes. So we'll see about that one. But yeah, sorry. I feel like I went on like a 10-minute rant. Great question and great idea that you have. What did you think of the new Lana singles? I absolutely love Henry, come on. Why does it take me so long? I love Henry, come on. Bluebird is too much like a lullaby for me, so I haven't really gone back to it nearly as much. But Henry, come on is that girl for me. Like, I think it's absolutely beautiful. Meditative mode. I'm so sick of the collabs, Justin. I'm just speaking my truth. If it's on the album, obviously I will listen to it. If it's a random single that's a collab, I most likely am not even going to listen to it. That's just where I'm at in life, like spiritually. Spiritually, I don't need random collabs. Oh, sorry. Hey, what happened to Laurel? I love that some of you guys still remember like reactions of yore that I skipped. Like, people comment regularly about Avril Lavigne, which is fine. And now we have Laurel Hell. So unfortunately, I tried to listen to Laurel Hell. I think I tried to react to it. I just hated it sonically, okay? It was just not for me. I totally respect people who love it. Like, you are entitled to your opinion, but I just didn't vibe with it. And then I think I even tried it again another time because I'm like, maybe I was just having an off day, or maybe I'll get it now. And I still just did not get it. So unfortunately, and it wouldn't have been an interesting reaction. Like, it wasn't like I was having many things to say that were like interesting or thought, like, it was just kind of one of those things where I just was like, no, I can't, unfortunately. So I am sorry. I know I didn't do Mitski's full discography, but I love Mitski so much. Sorry, my mom texted me. I love Mitski so much. Every other album is more my speed. Bliss, is that a Mariah Carey album? I forgot that one existed. I forgot that you existed. Why did I sing that in a British accent? I'm honestly not excited for new Madonna. Real. I'm nervous. you know, because I'm not always into like the Confessions on a Dance Floor sound. So I am a bit nervous. I do want to revisit Confessions. I keep saying this. I've been saying this for like a year, but like sit down with it, spend some more time with it before the new album drops. I don't know if I'll have time or, you know, a chance or the inspiration, but I'm a little nervous. Yeah, I'm nervous, but I'm also excited. Nervous anticipation. Hot and Freddie. I probably mispronounced that, but Tim McGraw. I love how random. I love when you guys comment like random things. Not random, but like I just love reading like random things. Tim McGraw turns 19 years old today. And at first I thought you meant the man, Tim McGraw. But you in fact mean the song. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Cardi B's new album. No, I don't really listen to rap music. I mean, I dabble, you know, but I don't really listen to Cardi B. So sorry to disappoint. What are your favorites from Princes of Power? Girl, it all depends on my mood. Because, you know, if I'm in the mood for a slow song, Metallic Stallion might hit me on a spiritual level. But obviously, I would say my main favorites right now are Hello Kitty, Digital Fantasy, Roller Coaster, because it's so interesting and unique, and I think it's unlike any other song on the album. Digital Fantasy and I Love You are like the ones in a pinch, I turn on. Like, they're so fun to listen to. They're so just like in and out, like in the vibe right away. You know, there's no build to them where you have to like get into them. So I love that. You can just jump right in. You're in the vibe. With like Metallic Stallion or Adult Girl, I feel like I have to be in a certain mood for those. Hello Kitty just does something to me sonically that I can't explain. That can't be explained by science. And I know a lot of you guys get it. Like a lot of people were understanding my sentiments in my comment section. So shout out to all the Hello Kitty stans. We're in this together because it is an underrated masterpiece. Cantissimo continues to not be a favorite. I will say in the context of the album, it kind of like works for me, but I always end up skipping it halfway through. Yeah, I do. I listen to like half of it and then I skip it. Sorry. I don't know why I'm like, okay. What are your thoughts on Sabrina's new album cover? The first initial reaction is like, girl, what? Like, what's going on? What's going on over there? The people saying it's misogynistic, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I would go that far to call it misogynistic. I just know that it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I don't like how she's kind of portraying herself as a dog. I know that's the whole point, right? Man's best friend. Like, there could be an artistic meaning behind it that I don't understand. And I think I would want to hear her thought process before making too many judgments. But it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I was like, I wasn't sure how to feel about it. Yeah. 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 You tearing up for the Vogue video was a moment. I know that's right. Yes, the droplet collab singles that don't really have a purpose. Like, there's some random DJ on the song who doesn't really add anything to it. Like, or sometimes it just doesn't feel necessary to me. And like, if people enjoy those songs, pop off. Like, I don't care, you know, you do you. But the Sabrina Man-Child video, I will say I haven't seen the music video. But since I wasn't a huge fan of the song, I wasn't like jumping to go watch it. From all the reactions you've made, what artists that you reacted to that attracted people to going to your channel? Don't worry about the grammar, but I don't know. I'm not one of those people that like, I literally don't look at my analytics. I don't look at any of that stuff. Like I'll look at my views and stuff like that, but I don't look at like what videos got me the most subscribers, because it would just stress me out and kind of make it a negative thing, possibly like make it a stressful like thing instead of just something that's fun. So I know, people tell me sometimes what videos brought them to my channel. So I think like Lady Gaga, Britney Spears, Madonna definitely has brought new people. But unless people tell me, I don't really know. So I just hope Madonna doesn't use a vocoder. Okay, all God's people get together. Let's say a prayer right now because yes, I agree. I would love to just hear her unfiltered voice. Maybe a little vocoder here and there. Never hurt anybody, but like a big criticism I had of the new Mariah Carey single is that same thing. I felt like the vocals sounded a bit more produced than what I was used to from her. And it's just not the vibe that I personally want right now and connect to. And it makes it feel kind of like AI and weird and just like less genuine and less like easy to connect to for me personally. So yeah, I totally agree with that. Did you see Wicked? Yes, I loved Wicked. I did. I loved it. And do you think Wicked was a smart career move for Ariana? I thought Ariana was sensational. Sensational in Wicked. I loved her. I thought she low-key deserved an Oscar or something. Okay. And do I think it was a smart career move? I have no idea. I don't know anything about the ins and outs of the industry or like it's an interesting question. I just have no idea. Any press is good press, and she got a lot of press for her relationship with Cynthia Erivo and like how kind of dramatic they were. I think people blew that so out of proportion. Like, yes, some of their behavior was definitely weird or like kind of like, oh, okay, like, but I don't think they deserved all the hate that they got, and I don't think that made anything better. I think like it made me sad, I guess, to see all that like negativity. Pop mentioned, yeah. You know it, girl. It's all I've been listening to. It's my entire personality. And thank God I have this channel because no one else in my life listens to Marina, like has heard that new album. I think I have a couple friends who listen to her, but like they're just not on top of her new album, which is fine. But girl, I need this outlet to be like, I am having a good day. How am I doing lately? I've been pretty good. I started a new job. I'm enjoying that. I'm trying to like, it's been really good for me actually to have this new job and like get out more because I have a lot of hobbies that are very sedentary, such as video editing and and filming reaction videos when I'm alone in my apartment. Which is all really fun, but I need more social interaction and more movement. So I literally sound like I'm an amoeba or something. Like I need to move more, but like I do. I literally need to move more. And it's been really good for me to like have some place to go and work and do a job. Like it sounds so basic, but it's true. Have any pop songs grown on you since the first listen? Pop, by the way, Princess of Power by Marina, the album of the year. One of them. It's an album of the year. I don't think it's the only one, but it's an album of the year. Have any of them grown on me? Honestly, all my thoughts are kind of like exactly the same. Like Final Boss is still one of my least favorites because I hate the opening of it so much and I just want to skip it. But once it like really gets into the meat of the song, I feel like I really appreciate that section. So I guess that one has kind of grown on me, but like that was the same sentiment I said in my video. So I don't know if that's like new information. I don't think any of them have grown on me because like they were all kind of like growers as I listened to them. And once I got into them, like I really like them now, if that makes sense. So I hope that makes sense. I would say one of them has kind of gone down in my ranking, and that is Everybody Knows I'm Sad. Sonically, it's not like my favorite, but lyrically I really connect. So I would say that one's kind of gone down a little bit because Sonics, but it's still a good one. I don't know. They're all good. It all depends on my mood, literally, too. Madonna taps into the cultural zeitgeist. Okay. freaking Socrates over here, slay, when she creates her own templates and ideas. So I hope her next album isn't her slightly piggybacking off of current trends. I agree. Yeah, I hope that she just kind of does her thing and doesn't, you know, like, yeah, I think she makes the best music. Anyone makes the best music when they're just following what they want to do. When people start to try to tap into trends, it gets messy real quick because it usually doesn't work. And it usually you can feel the disingenuous energy coming from the song. You can feel that it's like just not really hitting. So I fully agree. You know, I think the best art is made when you're just doing your own freaking thing. You know, I think that's why artists like Marina are so popular are so like amazing, because I don't think she's ever really tried to just go along with the trends. I think she's always just done her own thing, and that's what makes her so unique and different. And like, whether you like it or not, it's great. Like, she's doing her, like, whether you like it or not, she's a unique artist, right? And I think that's so important to like find your own voice and like, I sound like a fortune cookie, but yeah, find your own voice, find your sound. Like, you got to find what makes you unique and not try to copycat. Although you can always be inspired by different things, right? That goes without saying. Hey Diva. I'm responding to you saying hey Diva by saying hey Diva. Hello Kitty was a huge grower. It's a love it or hate it kind of thing, girl. It's a love it or hate it, and I can understand hating it. I really can. The lyrics are kind of whack, but there's something about the vocal delivery that just makes it work. I don't know what it is. And like the melodies and the production are just delicious. I wish it was longer. Like, I literally wish it was like 20 minutes long. Which is your fave singer? It's Taylor Swift. She's my number one. She's my number one girl. Always has been and probably always will be, unless something really bad happens or something. But like, she, I don't know, has some giant scandal and like turns out she doesn't write her music or something. You know what I mean? She's my fave artist. My favorite singer, I don't know if you mean like specifically singer or just like artist. Taylor's my favorite artist. My favorite singer, like just vocals alone, that is a hard question. Because you have Beyonce, you have Mariah Carey, you have Lady Gaga as insanely talented vocalists. More talented vocally than Taylor. I can say that as a Swiftie. You know, Taylor is a good vocalist. She's not the best in the entire freaking world. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you don't have to be the best at everything. She is the best songwriter, period. So, I don't know. Mariah, Lady Gaga, really, she sings with her whole chest, her whole soul, and she really is versatile. So probably LG. Another one of my favorite artists of all time is LG. I think Sabrina is using Madonna's template of controversy marketing. I'm not surprised. That could be. Yes, that could be. Why am I talking like that? Could be like putting on my monocle. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say. Is she just making the art that she wants to make and not caring if people find it controversial? Or is she specifically trying to make it controversial? I think that's the question with any artist that puts out controversial work. You know, sometimes you just are putting out the stuff you want to make and it just happens to rub people the wrong way. It doesn't mean you're trying to like use that to your advantage in the marketing world. But there's obviously people who are trying to use that to their advantage. So I think it's hard to tell without knowing these people personally. Like, I have no personal relationship with Sabrina or Madonna. Shocking, I know, right? Like, I'm not having coffee with them every week. So it's hard to know without really being inside their mind, because it's easy to judge. It is really easy to judge. But like, at the end of the day, I really don't know them. But I still judge. Like, I still do judge. But at the end of the day, I try to remind myself, you know, I don't know these people. I try, but it's, yeah, I'm still over here being like, what are we doing? People hated the Brat cover at first, but in the context of the album, it was perfect. That's true. I low-key hated that cover at first, and then I kind of realized how iconic it is. So you never know. Like, and you do have to hear the album, hear what she has to say about it. But I also do think that art should speak for itself. You know, it should be able to speak for itself. She shouldn't have to explain the meaning behind it for us to get it. So I guess once I hear the album, if I choose to listen to it in full, I will understand, right? So I don't want to make too many assumptions because I do that a lot. I make a lot of assumptions. The man-child video will make you like the song more. I will say it's grown on me a little bit. Like the chorus, I literally hated, and now I kind of like it. So I feel like there's a chance for growth. Chapel, I am so intrigued if she's going to release more music soon. We haven't gotten anything since. Oh my God, The Giver. I struggle to remember the names of things. The Giver. Yeah, I haven't really listened to it as much as I thought I would. And that's been kind of disappointing. I think it's a good song. I just haven't really like been listening to it on repeat like I thought I would. So we will see what she does next. Interested to see. I'm gonna wait until the album fully rolls out until I have an actual opinion on the cover. And that's very mature of you, honestly. That's more mature than I guess I am. Madonna also used uncomfortable sexual imagery to make statements. It's true, you know, it's true. Just because something's controversial doesn't mean it has to be bad. Lolita inspired photo shoot. I didn't see it. Yay, Kelly. I'm glad you're here. Hope you're enjoying. Oh, Ariana, she did get the nomination, yeah. Who won for best? Oh, it was. Did you guys see that? It was Zoe Saldana, right? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing. And then she made that statement about her Oscar. Did you guys see that? I don't even want to get into it. I just don't. It's like the most wild thing I've ever seen in a news article was I don't even want to talk about it. But if you know, you know. Ariana said that she really wants to lean into theater and acting. I really feel like, you know, she's really good at acting and theater, and I would love to see her pursue that more if she chooses. Like, I do love her music as well, but I don't know. I guess she should follow her heart. I hope she just follows what she wants to do rather than like what she feels like she has to do and what people pressure her to do. Because I imagine it's really easy to just be like, okay, well, which would make me more money, or like which would get me more fans, or like once you're at that level and you have like, I don't know, all this like fame and success, I imagine you're like, it can be easy to be swayed by others' opinions. But I feel like I would really hope she just goes with what she genuinely wants to do in her heart and ignores everyone else saying otherwise. Thank you, Kelly, or Keely, or Kylie. I feel like Mariah's voice just got deepened. True. Yeah, I've heard that. So maybe, you know, the vocal effects were covering up some struggles there or something, like, I don't know. I know if I call you a girl, it's just because I just say girl a lot. You can be a boy, you can be whatever, and I will say girl. So this is why I like watching these videos. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'm so glad. I'm so grateful for this community, you know, to talk about music. And I always enjoy seeing your comments on the albums as well. And like, you guys are like, the people in my comment sections are like just so smart and like so perceptive. And I'm just like, is something going on? Like, are you all geniuses? Like, what's happening? I'm like, you guys should all have music reaction channels, literally. Like, you're saying such amazing things. Mariah had a major change with Butterfly. Do I like Sabrina Carpenter? I I loved her album Emails I Can't Send. I loved that whole era. I actually had tickets to go see her and then I couldn't go because I got COVID. I like her to a degree. Like if I went to her concert, I would have the time of my life. Okay. I would be like, yay, Sabrina. Like I would be there. She's not my favorite artist in the world, and I've never claimed her as such. Because I never really got into her older music. I wasn't a huge fan of her new album. Like I like it okay, but I'm not like, I don't know, I'm not like the short and sweet aficionado of the world. So I don't even know if I use that word correctly, but anyway. So I guess I have mixed feelings, and like, you know, I just sometimes struggle with her whole persona and brand image, I think, of like, there's nothing wrong with talking about sex, but I do feel like sometimes she uses it like too much to the point where I'm like, okay, like we get it. Like we get that you're horny. Like we get it. You've made it very clear, abundantly clear. Like I just don't need that much information about your sex life. That's my personal opinion. You can disagree with me. I don't care. But that is my personal opinion. I just don't need that much information about her sex life. And in my opinion, sex is a little bit, I'm a private person. So maybe I'm a more private person, I guess. But who am I to tell her what to talk about, though, at the end of the day? Would you ever listen to Addison Rae's new album? Yeah, I'm going to finish my reaction and post it. Hopefully soon. Probably after the Mariah Carey single reaction. I am a huge Madonna fan. I just wish she retired while she was ahead. I feel like people are just clowning her, which is ruining her legacy. Well, I have an unpopular opinion, sort of. I like Madam X, which a lot of people don't like Madam X. So I can't say I'm mad that that album exists because I'm not. But, you know, I understand what you're saying. It can be frustrating when you feel like the artist isn't putting out the quality content that you originally got and you feel like they're just milking it like forever and ever. So you know, it's a valid critique, I guess, but also like people are going to clown her no matter what, I think. And so I don't think she should live her life based on what people think. Easier said than done. You know, obviously when you're getting that speculation and that public hatred, like I cannot imagine being a huge celebrity who like has everyone's opinions constantly on you. Like everyone's eyes are on you at all times. It sounds like literal hell. So, you know, I don't think she should live her life based on the expectations of people. But if it's affecting her mental health, you know, that's a different thing. I don't know. I hope she's doing okay. Let's just say that. No, I mean, Marina, she's not that popular, right? Like, she's underrated. A lot of people, I feel like, just don't know about her. Okay. So it's not like the people that like her don't like her. Like, it's not, she's unpopular. I think she's just not known about as much as other artists. What's your opinion about By the Stars? It's been a minute since I listened to that song. I was just re-listening to part of Electro Heart, but I didn't get to that one. But I think I liked it. Like, it's a bit slower. I tend to like gravitate toward the more upbeat tracks, at least recently. That's what I've been in the mood for. So I don't think it's like my fave on the whole album, but yes. Mariah. Aw, thank you. Sorry, I'm catching up. I get so behind, which is like not a complaint. Like I'm glad, you know, you guys are here and saying stuff. Like that's amazing. But I get behind. I'm just like, my favorite singer is Conan Gray. Okay. I love Conan. He's another little underrated king. I'll call anyone underrated. I know I overuse the phrase, but it's because when I feel like someone isn't getting their flowers to the fullest extent that they could, that's when I say that. Like Taylor Swift, not underrated. You know, Beyonce, not underrated. These are people who are getting the recognition that they deserve. Okay. Do you think Britney will ever return to the music industry? I feel like she is just an unexpected, what am I trying to say? She is, you just never know what she's going to do next. I guess that's the best way to put it. So I have absolutely no idea. I don't like this comment. Chapel is a wannabe Lady Gaga, no originality at all. The only song by Chapel that I personally think sounds like Gaga is the one that's like super graphic, super whatever, ultra modern, whatever the hell that one is. That is the only song that I personally think sounds like Gaga. You're entitled to your opinion, obviously. Hey, Medulla. Medulla? Am I pronouncing that right? Ariana can sing. I know that's right. Yeah. Josh, period. I can't. Like, how do you say something like that fully serious? Unless she was joking, in which case, still, what are we doing? But like, how do you just fully seriously say, yeah, my Oscar uses they, them pronoun? Like, I truly don't have words. When I saw that as the title of the article, I was like, I literally feel like I'm on Mars. Like, I feel like this is a simulation. I'm being tested once again. Like, people should stop equating Madonna with Sabrina. Okay, that's also a good point. Yep, you guys are all making good points over here. I feel like we're having a debate in the comment section. Like one side of the argument is saying one thing, and I'm like, yep, that makes sense. And then another person is like, yep. I agree with all of these points. Truly, they're all good points. Yes, we'll have to see how she portrays herself in the full scope of the album. I guess not to sound like, oh, I'm so mature, but like I'm just kind of past the point in my life where like boys are everything. So I just don't really like the whole idea of like an album about man's best friend, like boys are kind of everything to me. I don't know if I like connect to that. So I'm really not trying to sound like, oh, I'm just like so, mature and like I don't even think about boys. Obviously, I think about boys, but like, you know what I mean? I'm so disappointed with new Lorde tracks. I actually have been listening to them a lot. It's not even like they're my favorite songs that she's ever released in her life, but I will, for some reason, like cannot stop listening to them. So I don't know what that's about. I definitely feel like I'm going to listen to this album a lot, even if it's like not my favorite album. I don't know what it is. I guess I must like the songs or else I wouldn't be listening to them. Thank you. I do sing. Yeah. Just as a hobby, nothing. I'm not trying to like put out an album or anything, but I play guitar and I sing. Have you listened to Britney lately? Not lately. No. It's been a pretty minute since I've listened to Britney. I would say I listened to her a lot when I first like was discovering her discography. She is not an artist that I really go back to at this point in my life. Obviously, I have nothing but respect and like, admiration for her discography and for her, but I don't know. I don't really feel like she's an artist I put on a lot. Obviously, if I'm out and about and she comes on, like I'm bopping. So, and have I listened to Jade? Yeah, I reacted to her song Angel of My Dreams. I actually think I did the music video and the song in separate videos. Other than that, I just haven't really been able to get into her other music, so it's been kind of a bummer. I know a lot of people are loving her, but I just can't get into it. Sabrina is trying to provoke controversy. Yeah, we'll see, like, the artistic vision. Yeah, I can't say that Man-Child has artistic vision. I think it's a funny song. Like, it's tongue-in-cheek, It's obviously like, I think the second verse is pretty funny. I like the sentiment. I think it's relatable. Like, we've all kind of had a guy in our lives who is just kind of a man child. I think that's a pretty common experience. But yeah, artistic vision is not necessarily the word that I would use. I don't know. This is not like the thing that I would say. Mariah is one of the best songwriters of all time, but she was quite unappreciated. Shakespeare could never. Yeah. I didn't expect her songwriting to be so like. I think sometimes I just like. I make assumptions about certain artists, like certain really popular artists, right? Who like. I always assume maybe they don't even write their own music, let alone have like meaningful lyrics, which I know is so wrong. It's wrong to make those assumptions. Just because someone is big and popular doesn't mean they don't have any say in their music. And obviously that is not the case with Mariah. She has written almost like all of her music, right? And she has beautiful writing. So I'm constantly clowning on my channel and learning new things that I'm constantly learning my expectations were wrong. I'm excited to listen to Addison more because it was really good from what I heard. From what I heard, it was really good. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Don't call my name. Don't call my name. Cover Alejandro. Hey, horchata is bae. So you are a horchata lover. Okay, I have tried horchata and I did not like it. But I wish I did. I wish I did like it. Madam X is art. I truly do feel that. That's my personal opinion. I loved your reaction. Thank you. Pop is like fruit, but more happy. Yeah, fruit plus electro harp. Put it in a blender and give it like an amusement park carnival theme. Video game theme. That's what it is. I hope you had a roller coaster vacation. Thank you. Sunset Season is so good. True. Are you talking about the Conan Gray album? Yeah, his old stuff, like, oh my gosh, when I was first like discovering his old music, I wish I could like revisit that era of my life and just like discovering him for the first time. But alas, I feel like I've kind of outgrown his old stuff though. Like, I just don't have the same connection to it I once did because I think I've just like, I don't know, outgrown it. Like, nothing wrong with it, obviously. But that's why I've kind of said with this new album, I'm hoping for some maturing of some kind. I really do like the single. But I kind of feel like it's going back to his old stuff, which is fine. But I'm just curious if like there's going to be a maturing or if it's going to kind of go back, I guess. But I'm excited to see what he does. I like all his albums, I think. So yeah. But it's kind of jarring because how are you going to go from Never Ending Song and Found Heaven to this song? Like, I just don't understand that. I feel like he had his little 80s moment. He like cosplayed, which was fine. I love that album. And then now we're like back to our feels. But I am so excited about this new album. I will not shut up about it. Wishbone. I absolutely love the vision he had for this album and just like him explaining behind like the meaning behind it and stuff was so beautiful. So I am like really, really excited. I feel like it's going to be beautiful. It better be, or else I'm going to be sad. Lana is underrated. Is she? I feel like, I guess she is in the grand scheme of everything. But I feel like it's all who you compare her to. Like, oh, okay. No, what about Baby Boy? You're fine. I'm sorry for the random comment on Marina's video. I promise I posted that comment on a different video, but it showed up on Marina's. That happened with another person too. They commented something really weird on Marina's video, and I was like, this is not about Marina at all. And I think that same thing must have happened. That is so odd, and I have no idea why that occurred. YouTube is a weird thing. Like, it'll like delete comments. It'll be like doing weird things. So, like, people have sometimes said I commented 5 times and like they were all deleted. I'm like, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I don't like Chapel, but if we were talking about unoriginal, it would be Olivia. Do you know whose live stream you're on? I'm like the #1 Olivia Rodrigo fan, but it's fine. You know, it's fine. You can have your opinion. I don't care. It's fine. I'm not offended. It's fine. No, I love Olivia Rodrigo. I don't even care if she's unoriginal. I don't care. Just, I love her so much. Oh, the style. I don't know. One thing I'll just say in general, not even like to you, just, you know, in general, is like, I feel like it's really hard for artists to develop their own creative style and like their own branding and like their own image without somehow unintentionally copying or being inspired by someone else, because it's just like everything has been done at this point to a degree. So I feel like it's a little harder to be like, I imagine it would be really hard to like create your own image and be like developing even your sound, because like at the end of the day, there's only so many genres and like vibes of music, right? There's only so many chords, as they say. There's only so many notes, and everything is going to start sounding like something at some point. So again, not even responding to you specifically. This is just my musings. But like, it's gotta be hard, right? This is fair. I loved Early Lord Early Lord so much, but her album cycle currently and what she's been saying has been a little weird and doesn't make sense. I do like What Was That, though. It feels like a melodrama outtake. Yeah, I'm a little confused by what's going on. Like, the Man of the Year music video was a little bit odd. Like, not necessarily odd, but just like, I don't fully get the vision. I think that's what it comes down to. And she already teased the music video for Hammer, which I didn't see the trailer, but I just saw like the photo she posted on Instagram. And it's exactly the same kind of vibe as Man of the Year and What Was That? Like, just her kind of alone, like in her apartment, very reflective, I guess. Like, it's just her, right? In her own little world and her own little space. So I guess, like, I'm trying to see the vision. I think maybe once the album comes out, it'll all come together. But I'm a little bit confused. I think she's trying to be raw, right? And just real and like cut all the fluff away and just kind of be very unfiltered. That is the vibe that I'm getting. So, I'm here for that. Obviously, I'm here for all that. So, but it'll just be interesting to see. It's just an interesting era. Like, it almost feels like she's stepping away from Lord and she's just being Ella. Like, she's just being kind of herself. Like, there's nothing, doesn't feel like Lord, you know? But then again, who am I to say what Lord is? Like, the only thing missing in Britney's discography is a self-written personal album, which she wanted Britney Jean to be. Yeah, I could see that. If she released more music, I would not want it to be like her song, Mind Your Business. No, thank you. I would like a more genuine, authentic song. Like, I don't know. Just tell me a freaking story about your life. Tell me what you're going through. Like, that's all I'm here for. Like, I don't need all the like pizzazz and weird stuff. Like, I don't know. But she's in a weird place. She's had a horrible experience. You know, she's had horrible things done to her. Again, I can't imagine being that famous and just like, it sounds awful. So I always wish her the best. I hope she's doing okay. Thank you. What about Baby Boy? I feel very validated because sometimes I'm worried I'm going to get hate or people are going to be like, oh my God, you're so prude. It's like, no, it's just, I just don't vibe with her bringing it up constantly. Like every freaking 5 minutes. Like her tour, she had the outros. I'm like, they were almost all sexual. I guess that's a certain style of humor. And like, I guess it's just not my sense of humor. In the Marina fandom, we are like 20. We were 21, but we were hungry. Wait, what? Based on your music taste, I did not expect you to enjoy Mariah's debut album that much. I love you for it. Yeah, I was surprised a bit too. I will say I haven't like re-listened to it much, but yes, that was a very like I really enjoyed my listen with it, like my time with it. More than I could have seen, especially because I always am nervous for the debuts, right? The older albums. Who's he? Is that sorry. If you mean Conan Gray, I don't know who you're referring to. Have you reacted to his new song? The only male artist we've been talking about is Conan Gray. So I didn't react to it. I just checked it out on my own. But it was definitely a grower. Like I really didn't like it much the first time I listened, but it has grown on me. Okay, this is so well stated, and I just want to highlight this. I agree. What about Baby Boy? I love when an artist can bring up sexuality in an intelligent way that is used to start a conversation or back up the music in some way instead of being used as a gimmick. This is exactly what I'm referring to. Like, this is like what I was thinking but couldn't put into words. So thank you for that comment. I'm probably going to steal that and give you credit, of course. But I love that. Like, yes, it's not a gimmick. It doesn't need to be a gimmick. I mean, yes, it can be like a fun thing, but like it can also be just, can we all be a little bit more intelligent? I just a little bit when we talk about that subject. I don't know. Like, anyway, did you see or hear that Lana just went to a YouTuber's weddings? Did she really? Who? Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I don't, they said, OMG, your face reading the Olivia comment was so good. Mm-hmm. I'm like, do you know who you're talking to? I think Mariah's daughter is Olivia's #1 fan. Really? I'm probably not Olivia's #1 fan. I don't even own. Well, I was going to say I don't own merch, but I do. So never mind. I am, in fact, her #1 fan. Did you guys ever watch the Amanda show where she was like, she had that #1 fan or whatever who was always like, I'm your #1 fan. Like, oh my God, shout out. If you know what I'm talking about, you're cool. People have compared Chapel to the Cyndi Lauper, who I haven't really listened to. What we need is a third Olivia Rodrigo album. Yeah, that's crazy that her last album was in 2023. Feels like it was just yesterday. Do you think you will check out Kesha's new album when it's out? TBD. What is it called again? I don't think I like the title. I forget what it's called though. But I don't think I was like, oh, she has a tour. I don't know. Her whole like new aesthetic is kind of, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna vibe with it. So TBD. Not saying never. Not saying no, but that's true. It's Lord's masculine era. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yes. Yeah. Yep. I just think we get it, Sabrina, babe. Like we get it. Like she's constantly making comments about how she needs sex. Like it's just like, okay, we get, like, I got it. I got, you love sex. You want to have sex. Like I get it. Thank you so much for that information. Just finished watching your Marina Princess of Power. Absolutely loved it. Her album is such a unique experience. Thank you. Yes, it is. It is. It is such an experience to listen to that. This is out of left field. Nothing's out of left field on the live stream because we're just vibing. Do you think you'll go back to Sophie? Yes, I would like to. That's what when I was talking about earlier, I was like, there's too many artists that I'm into. I'm like, that's another artist that I would definitely be interested in checking out more from at some point if, the opportunity arises, if the time allows. As I've said, I have to be in a certain mood. I have to for anything, I have to be in a specific mood. So I would have to wait till the mood strikes, till I feel inspired. But I've been listening to the song Immaterial a lot, and really would be intrigued to hear the full album that's on, even if I don't like it, every single song. I would not expect to like every single song based on what you guys have told me, but I would still like to put my ears on that album and enjoy the journey, I think I would just enjoy the journey. YouTuber Rem Life. Did you guys see Taylor Swift randomly went to someone's wedding? Just a normal plebeian. And then they posted about it. They were like, why is Taylor Swift at my cousin's friend's wedding? I'm like, I don't know, but why are you so lucky? Oh my gosh. Can you imagine just going to a wedding and Taylor Swift is just there with Travis Kelce? You used to watch the Amanda Show on your tiny iPod Nano when you were 9. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it has been so long, hasn't it? But yes, fond memories. Maha, right? Do you remember Maha? If not, then that was awkward. But Maha, amazing. Brittany is with her boys right now. Yeah, she has kids, she needs to take this time to spend with family. Oh my God, that was always my favorite thing. It was so weird in the best way. I feel like they don't make shows like that anymore. They just don't, that are that weird, but funny and amazing. I feel like the kids shows these days are all just weird or but they're not funny. They're just kind of weird. There's a show on Cartoon Network called Uncle Grandpa. And it's I accidentally flipped to it one time and it was the weirdest thing I've ever laid eyes on. Okay. So feel free to look that up. Kesha's album is called Period. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Period. Okay. I kind of like that. What really stands out from your reactions is you pay attention to the details. Oh, thank you. The editing. Thank you. I really appreciate you mentioning my editing because I put a lot of time into that stuff. So I appreciate that. Okay. Wait, what? Have you listened to Messy by Rose? Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of it. It's the same kind of critique I have about the Mariah Carey song and the just different songs. I felt like there were a lot of vocal effects. I don't know. It just didn't feel like the most Rose song ever, in my personal opinion. It felt like a song she wrote for a movie, and just I didn't see her artistry shining through as much as I feel like I usually do. And I just felt like her genuine voice was kind of muffled a little bit. And I love her voice. So I don't know. Amanda Bynes. Yeah, I loved her. She still is alive, but she is not really. I don't know what she's doing, but I hope she's doing okay. That's all I'll say, because she's been through some shit. A bit of a sensitive topic, but what do you think of the discussions people have about Ariana's health and weight loss? I don't know what the current update is about how what people are saying now. I know that a while back Ariana was living her life, being on social media, and people were commenting, are you okay? Are you this? Are you that? I get that some people are being genuinely concerned or whatever, but I just don't think it's your place to comment on people's bodies like that. I thought it was unnecessary. it's wild to me that we're still commenting on people's bodies in the year 2025. Like, here's the thing, you can think to yourself a thought and not comment it on social media, believe it or not. And I just feel like we, as a society, we do not do a good job of like actually doing that. But like the fact that Billie Eilish has gotten hate for being quote fat is absolute like lunacy for so many reasons. First of all, she's not fat. Not that there's anything wrong with being fat or plus size, but like she's just not. Like she just is not. And second of all, why are people caring? Like, why does it matter? Why does it affect your life? It's bonkers. It's freaking bonkers. If you have, I could go on and on about that topic, but you know, I probably won't. If you haven't seen Kesha's single Boy Crazy, oh, I definitely won't be reacting to it if it's NSFW. Yes, I'm so glad you mentioned that edit because I loved that edit. I love coming up with little edits like that, and I always hope there's someone out there appreciating them because a lot of people don't mention like those moments, which is fine. Like, but I'm like, does anyone appreciate that? So thank you. Yeah, there's a social parasocial thing of people wanting to help Ariana by criticizing her body. That's kind of between her and her doctor. Stop diagnosing people. Yeah, like yeah. Like I'm sure if there is some sort of problem with her weight, I'm sure she's aware of it. You know, I don't think we're raising awareness by commenting like you look this way or that way, you know. I'm sure she's beyond aware of what her body looks like. Most of us are like pretty in tune with our body, I would say. Obviously there is such a thing as body dysmorphia, but like that is a totally different thing and like neither here nor there. Like, yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, people like are just really ruthless to her. I don't know why. But like I know some of the K-pop girls have gotten the same thing. Like not Lisa. I don't think it was Lisa. I think it was Rose. She's gotten comments about her body. People being like, "Are you okay? Like you're so thin." Again, it's like you can think a thought, maybe be genuinely concerned for her but you don't have to comment it. And like those comments would really get to me and anyone. Like, right? It's just it's really sad. And I just wish people would just not comment the things that come into their minds, you know? It's made me really sad. And I think it's gotten to Rose, and I think that's partially why she wrote the song Only Girl or Only what is it called? I literally don't know why I'm so bad at remembering titles. Oh, Number One Girl, right? Because she was getting hate. I don't know if it was because of her body or what, but it's so sad. Like Rose is such a pure soul and does not deserve that. Not that Ariana does either, but like it's just crazy. I don't know. It's just sad. Hi Prakhar. Wait, what? Are you gonna react to Barbara's new song? Who's Barbara? Am I missing something? With Ariana and Mariah? Why does this sound fake? Because Ariana and Mariah had that collab together. Ariana is very aware. Yeah, yep. She has literally made a TikTok a while ago where she was like, "Can you guys just stop?" People don't stop, unfortunately. You know, I wish it was that simple, but oh yeah, the nitpicking body comments don't happen to men. Like that I've seen personally. I've never seen someone say, "Harry Styles, are you okay?" Like Benson Boone, why do you look like that? Like maybe it exists, you know, and I'm just missing something, but I've never seen it. Oh, Barbara Streisand. I don't know that much about her. I would be intrigued by a song with Mariah and Ariana, but I'm confused. Like, I'm just very confused. Mariah just had a song, and so I don't know why they're having like a trio collab thing. Did you see her hosting SNL? I did. Yeah, Ariana on SNL was amazing. Yeah, I loved that episode. She was hilarious in the sketches. I think she was one of my favorite guests in a while. So, again, I think she really is underrated as an actress and like people really only know her from Sam and Cat, obviously, until she did Wicked. But she's so much more than Sam and Cat, you know. She's got layers. Oh yeah, she did sing about that in the Sympathy is a Knife remix. I forget these things. I just forget. Like, but yes, now that you say it, I remember. I'll have to like look back at those lyrics though, because it's been a sec. So yes, even if a singer chooses a more sexual image, that's not an invitation to comment on their weight or pick at their body. Yes, I agree. I agree. Unfortunately, yeah, people just like people be people, you know. They just kind of ruin everything. And the thing is, like the people commenting those things would never say it to their face. They would never go out and see Ariana in public and say, "Are you okay? Like you look kind of thin." You know, they would never say that. So they're hiding behind a screen. Barbara Streisand and Hozier. Why does that sound like a Mad Libs? Only Love Can Save Us Now. Isn't that on her episode, or isn't that on her album Gag Order, which I reacted to, or am I missing something? Yes, it is. I reacted to Gag Order when it came out. So, good news. It's up on my channel. Yes, Billy gets hate for being plus size. She's not plus size. I'm literally plus size. Like, I'm allowed to say she's not plus sized. She's just not. Haven't seen her, like, obviously she kind of covers her body, so it's not like I've even seen it, but like, you know what I mean? It's just people just are insane. Yes. It's when they comment on men's bodies, it's always in the context of femininity, like Harry Styles wearing a dress. Yes, that made national news, like, which was weird. Like, I don't know. Wait, Mariah new song, you mean slapped or slopped? Because I feel like those have two different meanings. Yes, and she also referred to the haters. Although there was also the relationship potentially going on that she was getting the backlash for, so I always thought it was more related to that, but maybe it was or maybe it was both. Wait, now called Eat the Acid? Did she change the title? I swear, every day of my life I learn something new. Obviously. But like, I did not know. Did she really do that? Oh. Yeah. Okay. There's a new, yeah. Okay. Did not know that. Hi, Jesus. It's coming, boo. I have the new Mariah Carey single reaction coming very soon. Hopefully tonight. Okay. Don't quote me, but hopefully literally tonight. And then the Emotions album reaction will be coming at some point. Will I react to it? The Barbara Streisand song? I don't know if I'll have time. Like, my priorities right now are the Mariah Carey single and then the Addison album. I've already heard the first 3 songs, but I need to finish that thing. Took a little break for a day and I need to get back into it. So, but I'm also trying not to like rush it. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't know if I'll have time/interest in the Barbara Streisand. I mean, I need to hear Mariah and Ariana, right? But I don't know if I'll make a whole video about it. There's a new Lorde song coming out on Friday. I might not even listen to it because it's the first song on the album, and I am so sick of artists putting out the first song from the album as a single. So I'm kind of refusing to listen to it until the album drops so I can like go in completely blind with the first track. I don't know if I'll last because, you know, I like Lorde and I feel like I'll struggle to not listen to it, but Um, no, I'm not gonna react to snippets. Sorry. I can't. Like, I actually don't always listen to snippets. It really depends. I have to be really curious. Like with Marina's album, I did listen to all the snippets, but like I typically don't. So that when I react, I can be surprised or, react however I react. And it's also just more fun, right? To like experience it without having heard anything from it. So I think I'm okay holding off on like hearing the snippets and stuff from Ava. I'm beyond fed with the two singles right now. What was I gonna look up? Oh, the um wait, you retracted the message, but it was like really I was confused by it. I was like, wait, is that real? But now it disappeared. The new Ethel Cain single. I haven't listened to it, but I don't know. I'm not a big listener of Ethel. I liked some of her songs on the first album, Preacher's Daughter. I think it's beautiful. The second album, I didn't really listen to in full, but I sort of like heard snippets and it just sounded too dark for me and like too much like a horror kind of vibe for me. And so I'm not necessarily, jumping to the new single. I have heard it's good, so but I don't know that Ethel is for me right now, if I'm speaking my honest truth. Oh no. Okay, go sleep. So yeah, I don't anticipate listening to the album. Don't quote me if like it all depends what it's called, what the album cover is, honestly. Like if that intrigues me, I might, but like the last album was just too dark for me to like want to get into. So if this is gonna be like that, wait, what? She's Marina coded? I can't imagine her being Marina coded though, because like sonically, has my album ranking changed since filming the video for Princess of Power? Um, it was kind of hard to do that ranking. Like, I have listened to this album a ton. This is already second to Mayhem as being my most played album of the year so far. So I felt like, I had a good grasp on what my ranking was, what my favorites were. And I felt pretty confident when I did the ranking. And then all of a sudden, like as I'm putting it into the document on Canva to add to the video, I'm starting to re-question and rethink everything. I'm like just really struggling to put them in order. So I did my best, and it's kind of a rough outline. It's pretty accurate to how I am today. Um, I don't think it's changed that much, but it does kind of change a little bit depending on my mood. Like, but a lot of a lot of it's accurate. Um, Did you talk about Veronica Electronica? Yes. I'm looking forward to it as long as it's more than just remixes. I'm really looking forward to it. I love the title. I just want to say it over and over again. And like, I love the whole idea of her naming it that and like that's her middle name and like having this alter ego. Like, I'm so here for that. So I'm intrigued. Yeah, perverts. Yeah, yeah. I only heard snippets, but it did scare me. Like what I heard scared me. The lead single was pretty. Um, but did you see that Pitchfork gave Marina a 5.7? They hate her. Well, I hate Pitchfork. I I never care about what those articles say. And like if you care and you like reading them, like more power to you. I just never agree with the rankings that I see given. I feel like they're so overly harsh. Like they will give the best album of all time like an 8 out of 10. I'm like, this is easily a 10 out of 10. I know it's all subjective and it's opinion based, but I get mad so quickly with those articles and those like platforms. And it's just the confidence they have when doing it too. They're like, yeah, I'm giving her a 5.7 and like here's all the reasons why. And they're so like I'm just like, oh my gosh, you really just have so much hatred in your heart. Like, I find it so hard to like give an album a score because it's so complex. Like any album is so complex. It is so the listening experience is so dictated by your mood, by the circumstances around you, by the other songs that you're listening to. Like everything is so subjective. And so I just find it really hard to like give a stamp of a score. So yeah, I'm a little bit mad at Pitchfork right now, okay? Because I think it's a 10. And yes, I'm biased, but also I'm not. Like I'm going to be honest if I don't like something. And ugh, I love you, Marina. You matter to me. You're a 10. Ptolemy was your Spotify top song. Oh my lord, we have different tastes, but that is okay. That is okay. What is your favorite Madonna song album? I don't know. I don't know. Every time I'm asked this question, I get closer to losing it when I answer because I don't know. I always say Like a Prayer, but like I don't know if that's really true. But that album brings me so much joy. But I don't know. Like Erotica is really good too. I feel like every time I answer this, I just get closer to spiraling. So I'm gonna say I don't know before I just like bore you with my what do you expect from the Lord new from the wait, what do you expect to Lord's new album? I expect to like it. I expect to listen to it a lot if I'm being real because I've been listening to the singles a lot, even though like Man of the Year, you know, you saw I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it kind of grew on me. What was that? You know, I liked, but it's not like my favorite song she's ever written in her life. So I'm surprised I've been listening to them so much, but there's just something about them that I just really like. So it's just like odd. I don't know if it's just like so good to hear Lord's voice again. Like I don't know, but I do expect to like the album and listen to it a lot. I don't think it's going to be my favorite album she's ever written. I think there's a chance I might like it more than Solar Power. Like I already feel like these songs are kind of more up my alley than Solar Power was, although I do really like Solar Power. But I don't think it's going to beat Melodrama or Pure Heroine out for the status in my heart that they have. But I guess we will see. I expect it to be very, very cohesive. Like the two singles are like, they're so cohesive. And like, I feel like the entire vibe is going to be very similar all throughout and like very much in that pocket. And I do feel like the songwriting is going to be vulnerable and raw. And I feel like a lot of it's going to go over my head, if I'm being honest. Like Man of the Year, I still feel a little bit confused by what the hell she's talking about. Like, so I feel like it's going to be a little bit abstract. But we will see. I always say, but we will see. Ooh, ow. Yeah. Oh, wait, one new song? Yeah. Well, I will hold on to that one song for dear life. They called Adult Girl coquettish, and I'm like, that's so reductive. Doesn't coquettish just mean it's like sweet and kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I don't think that's a bad word. Like, I don't think that's mean. Or is that offensive in some way? I don't know. But obviously, knowing that they gave it a 5.7, they probably did mean it offensively, and therefore I will take offense. Will you attend the Addison tour? No, I won't. I don't have that kind of relationship to her. I mean, if something changes, like if I listen to the full album and it changes my life or something, then yeah. But as of right now, I'm not planning on that. What? Oh yeah, Halsey. Yeah. She said something about Pitchfork. I forget the details, but yes, I know what you're referring to. And I was like, pop off. They gave Addison an 8. One thing I hate about like I don't hate it, but like one thing I That can be challenging about like 2 albums that come out the same day as everyone starts comparing them. And it just gets stressful. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying you are comparing them, but like, I don't know. Their review of Reputation was mostly positive and they gave it a 6.5. Period. That's exactly the type of stuff they be doing. Like, oh my God, it's amazing. It's great. I love it so much. And then it's like 2. And I'm like, are you okay? Like, did someone hurt you when you were a child? Like, what kind of unresolved trauma are we dealing with here? Rage bait. Yes, I honestly feel like that could be true. Yep. Like, would I kind of love to be like to make my reviews somehow into written words and like post them on a blog or something? Sure, that'd be fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think it would be fun to work for Pitchfork or something. And I would be honest, of course. Like, I wouldn't lie, but also, like, I wouldn't be trying to like scathe the artist. I don't know. Like, I feel like the person who writes those things has a power trip, right? They're like, everyone cares about my reviews. Like, they care about what I have to say, my ratings. So I'm just going to scathe. I'm going to give this person a 2 and this person a 4. And, I just don't care because they have a power trip. That's how I imagine that person just in their bedroom, like, ah. I lost respect for Pitchfork after they trashed Halsey's album and gave Ice Spice a 7.6. A moment of silence for Ice Spice. Okay, listen, I'm not trying to be a hater, but like, in what world is any Ice Spice song or album a 7.6? Okay. She wrote a song called Fart, I'm pretty sure, or Poop or something. Like, be so for real right now. Be so for real. I do not have much respect for Ice Spice's artistry. Please don't hate me. If there are any Ice Spice fans out there, I'm actually not sorry. I'm not sorry at all. I'm not sorry. I've only heard a couple songs, but they changed my DNA in the worst kind of way. And I watched a Genius interview. I'm now being a full hater, but like, I don't care. But I'm just being honest. I saw a Genius interview where she discussed the lyrics of one of her songs. And she read them out, and it literally sounded like a 10-year-old had written the lyrics. It just did. It did not sound like a song that someone of her age wrote. And she continued to break down the lyrics as though they were so deep and so meaningful. And it was just painful to witness. It was painful. It was so painful. I'm sorry. I don't like being a hater, but like, I can't do it. Okay, let's not criticize other bodies, like other people's bodies, right? We're kind of dropping to their level. I feel like Frozen from Ray of Light. Hard Candy is fun for working out. Really? I'll have to try that sometime. I haven't worked out in a while, but when I do, I'll have to do that. Vision of Love. Yeah. I don't think I've even heard the song Celebration by Madonna. But like, yeah, at any moment, a different song could be my favorite. Yeah, Hard Candy does have some bops, although I cannot agree that Spanish Lessons is a bop. I'm trying not to judge the fact that you said that. I know someone who freelanced at Pitchfork. The number scoring is a gimmick that flattens the review. Yeah, like, it's one thing to be like, hey, this album's not for me. Like, I don't really vibe with it. Like, you don't need to lie and say it's the best thing you've ever heard if it's not how you feel. But when you're like trying to give it a ranking, that just gets so dicey. Like, it's so subjective. It's so personal. I don't really care about music critics at all, but I'm sure there are many critics do not write reviews objectively for some reason. Yeah, I don't care about critics. Like, I'll watch reactions sometimes, but like critics who are like, this is a 4, and like they have a little monocle on and they're like, this is the like, they break it down so dramatically. Like, I'm just like not about that vibe. Like, I'm about like, tell me your favorites, tell me your least favorites, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. but like I don't need a ranking. I don't need like you in the monocle, like trying to like, you know what I mean? There's a certain vibe of the critics, like that I don't vibe. Lana delayed her album. Who's surprised? Who's surprised? Not me. I'm not surprised. But yes, it is valid to be sad. I do feel like some are going to consider Virgin even better than Melodrama. IDKY, I have this feeling after hearing the Hammer snippet and seeing how it connects to the sound of What Was That? You feel like it's gonna blindside people? Okay. No, I like the theories. That's an interesting theory. Oh, Marco, I know all of Lana's discography. I can't really react to it because I already know it. So yeah. I wish I could unknow her music. Not really, because I don't want to like lose my memory. But like I wish I could somehow like forget her albums and then rediscover them on my channel. Like, wouldn't that just be the time of a lifetime? But alas, I discovered her music long ago. Have you seen the live performance of I Love You? Yes. Yes. It was so good. It was so good. I like was just blown away by her falsetto, like because it's so good on the album, but like you see it live and you're like, okay, but can she hit those notes live? And then she was just hitting them and like, yeah, I'm here for it. I really am. I low-key want to go to her tour, but like I don't have money. Hashtag I'm broke. No, but I don't have money to go to the Marina tour, unfortunately. But maybe I'll save up or something. I don't know. Wait, no, I looked it up and she's not coming anywhere near me. I was like, how rude. Like she's not coming anywhere near me. Trina Vega, Addison Rae is this year's Trina Vega. Wait, from that show, Victorious? Wasn't her whole thing like she thought she could sing, but she couldn't? Is that like an insult? Like I'm confused. I'm hashtag confusion. Will you go to a Marina show? I literally would if she was coming near me. I can't even remember the closest city, but it was far away. Like, yeah. So I kind of understand I don't know where she resides, but she's from, is it Australia or New Zealand? I get them mixed up. I think it's Australia. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now I'm gonna look it up because I'm really nervous that I like mess that up. I don't want to like offend. People get offended when I like accidentally say the wrong thing. Like when I accidentally said that Lorde was from Australia, New Zealand, people were not happy. Oh, she's from the United Kingdom. Okay, my bad. Why did I think she was, okay, she's Greek/Welsh. Why did I think she was from, I think I was getting her mixed up with Lorde. Anyway, so I can't blame her for not coming to the Midwest because that, was kind of random. But she's on tour for pop. Has your rankings for change? I think I already mentioned that. Not really. Oh yeah, Solitaire. I kind of want to do a ranking of Marina's albums, but that would involve me re-listening to all of them because I would want it to be accurate. But I kind of want to do that. That would be fun. We'll see if that actually happens. But I would do it like a reel, similar to how I ranked all of Mayhem by Lady Gaga. I think it would be a fun time. I love filming those. They're just so fun. And I love seeing them come together. They review popcorn movies the same, always an average score. Yeah. Oh, you want to talk about a scam? Not even a scam, but just like the dumbest thing ever is Rotten Tomatoes. They will give Harry Potter, which is one of the most iconic movies ever made, like an 83%, which is like good, but not, in my opinion, how high it should be. They'll give it in the 70s. I'm like, no, this is Harry Potter, baby. Like, this is Harry Potter, a very iconic movie franchise. And then they will give some not great movie like 100% or like 92%. And then there will be like an absolutely trashy movie that's like, or there will be a really good movie that gets like 30%. I'm just like, this is not like, the math is not mathing at all. Ice Spice just raps about poop and farts. Period. Like, period. That's all I've heard from her. Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. But, yeah, Jake, my reaction will be coming. Pitchfork and Billboard are always trying to rage bait any fandom. Yeah, because again, any press is good press. So if they don't even need people to agree with them, they don't care. They're still getting paid either way, and that's really all they probably care about. So they're like, let's just get the headlines, let's make people mad. It's so sad. It's so sad what our world is coming to. If that's really what's going on, no one cares about integrity anymore. They just care about like getting the numbers up, getting paid, getting the money, getting the clicks. It's sad. Like, it's sad. I hate clickbait. I've talked about this. I hate clickbait. Whenever someone says that my video is clickbait, it makes me so mad. This happened the other day where someone didn't think that I was really watching the Like a Prayer music videos for the first time. They were like, there's no way you're watching these for the first time. This was clickbait, darling. And I'm like, girl, it actually wasn't. Like, I literally have never seen them. Side note, sorry for the rant, but I hate clickbait and I would never do that. Okay, sorry. Tyler, the creator, seems psychotic. What do you mean? What do you mean? Just like, top 5 favorite artists. This so changes based on my mood. Like right now, Marina's on there, but like maybe a few months ago, she wasn't, because I wasn't like, I don't know, I wasn't in that mindset. Taylor Swift, easy number 1. Okay. Lady Gaga. That's all I can say right now. Like, it changes. Melanie Martinez. I don't know. I need to spiritually reflect. You said it, not me. Glad some people are understanding where I'm coming from with Ice Spice. Spanish lessons shade continues. It will never end. I'm so sorry. If I don't think Spanish lessons is great, but if you play it, I can't help but stand up and shake a tail feather. Hey, I'm not judging, okay? Sometimes that song that you think is really trash will come on. You will stand your butt up and be dancing, okay? You will. And if someone caught you, you would be embarrassed. The Karma remix, I will say, I actually didn't dislike the Karma remix. I kind of liked it. And I know that's a very unpopular opinion, okay? But I liked it. I thought it was, I don't know, I thought it was fun. Is it the version of the song I'm going to go listen to like the most? No. But I did not hate it. And I did not hate the rap verse. I actually liked Ice Spice's verse in that. Music critique writing is such a trip, fun to read, even if it makes 0 sense. It's like their weird therapy session. Is that because they're like, I relate to the sad songs because I'm sad? I'm pretty sure I literally said that in my review, so kind of calling myself out. Low-key, my reactions can turn into therapy very quickly. There's definitely an art to music critique. Not just saying whether it's good or bad, but good analysis. Yes, I agree. Like, I think it's more impactful to just like kind of analyze it. Like, obviously you can give your opinions on whether you like it or not, like what your favorite songs are or whatever, but also trying to like find something to appreciate objectively, right? Is important. Confessions got a 6.2. Interesting. I don't even know what's high for them. Like, you know how Rotten Tomatoes, like it could get a 50% and it's like, wow, that's actually good for Rotten Tomatoes because they're so harsh and just will like absolutely hate on the movie that you thought was iconic. So I imagine Pitchfork is similar. Like a 4 could be amazing, a 6.2, that could be like very high praise. An 8 for Addison's album, that's practically an 11 out of 10. Addison Rae is the Emma Roberts of the music industry. I don't know what that means. I love Emma Roberts. I don't know what that means. React to the new Pink Panthers mixtape. I don't think fine. Yes, she's from Wales. Okay. Yeah, I think I was mixing her up with Lorde. You're driving 8 hours each direction to see the tour from Marina. Respect. I feel like a music review should invite the reader to have a listen yourself and not tell them not to not bother. Yeah. Just reflecting. Everybody, let's pray that Lana and Marina become friends again. Were they friends? Wait, I need a collab between them. I just realized, like, if they don't collab tomorrow, I'm gonna be really sad. Hey, KS. Do you have any plans to start the Drowned World Tour? No, the next will be the erotica era music videos and the girly show. So we're still a ways away from the Drowned World Tour. Check in 2080. At this point, like, oh my gosh. Which one is better, Mayhem or Princess of Power? You can't do this to me. You can't. It hurts. I'm feeling physical pain. Both are like mood albums, right? I have to be in that mood and the mindset. I'm just gonna have a mental breakdown. I don't know. I think it's too soon to tell. Princess of Power has only been out like 2 weeks. I've only known about it for 9 days. Mayhem, you know, she's an old classic at this point. So, my favorite Ava Max songs. I don't know if I have like favorite songs. There are some artists that I like. I don't have favorite songs necessarily. But currently the new ones are just hitting for me. Hitting. You liked the Karma remix. Thank God. Oh my gosh, the JoJo Siwa song. Wait, what was that called? Karma's a bitch. Oh yeah. Do you guys see that too? What is happening with JoJo Siwa? That's another thing. Every time there's a new headline and I'm like, what is going on? Like, it just gets weirder and weirder by the day. I just don't even know. I don't have any words for how her whole life is unfolding. It's just something to behold. Yeah, I want to do more ranking videos. I like the idea of doing reels. Obviously, if it was like ranking every song by a certain artist, I don't even know if I could do that, let alone, like, obviously I wouldn't make a reel. It would be like a regular video. But if it was like, you know, the albums ranked or like the songs on an album ranked, I feel like I could just do a reel. Like, I don't need to really over explain it. But I've thought about doing a ranking video of all of Taylor Swift's songs, and I just can never do it. Like, I just can never do it. What do you think about Me by Taylor? I didn't hate that song nearly as much as other people did. I think because at the time it was the only new song we had from her. Like, she hadn't released anything else from the album. I was listening to the hell out of that song. I was bopping in my car. I had the windows down and I was grooving and moving, you know? So I don't hate it. It was catchy at the time. Do I ever like listen to it now when it comes on? Not usually. You know, maybe once in a blue moon. If I'm listening to Taylor's discography and it comes on, I'll let it play. But it is not, you know, it's not part of my life anymore. Because once the rest of the album came out, I'm like, okay, this is the worst song on the album. Like, I don't know why she put this as the lead single. The whole era drop was weird AF, if I'm being completely honest. Like, do you remember how the merch like dropped on her site and it was like all very childlike looking? Like, she had the shirt that said me, like, I'm just gonna be me. I'm like, I don't know if she was catering to a younger demographic. You know, she obviously does have young fans, like 12-year-olds and 7-year-olds who listen to her, but it was bizarre. I was like, what is going on here? Like, are we in some sort of alternate dimension? Like, it did not feel like serious at all. And maybe that was the point, but I hated that merch drop so much. I already don't like a lot of merch. I'm pretty particular. And when that merch dropped, I was like, what is literally happening? Like, I guess I have a lot of thoughts on that. Thank you for asking. Did you listen to Eusexual? I tried. It wasn't really my thing, unfortunately. It was cool. Like, the songs that I heard were kind of cool. I just couldn't really vibe with it, you know. There was only a couple songs that I heard. So my reaction to Addison's album will be coming soonish. I've listened to the first 3 songs. It's going well. Had to take a little break, and I'm gonna like go back to it. So I'm excited. Spanish lesson live. That's what people say, you know. They were friends, but I think something happened and they unfollowed each other, Lana and Marina. Oh, that's sad. I always get sad. I know, like, I don't know these people, like, they're strangers to me, but like, I get sad when there's friendship breakups. Like, honestly, I'm still not over the fact that Lorde and Taylor Swift aren't friends anymore, and Olivia Rodrigo isn't friends with Taylor Swift anymore. I am not over that. Like, I'm actually still very sad about those things, even though I don't know these people. But like, oh my gosh, it's just kind of sad. I don't like people not being friends. Marina and Charlie, yeah, Just Desserts. I love that one, I think, from what I remember. Yeah. I don't think it got released, so yeah, you have to go on YouTube. Do you have a TikTok? Not anymore. I literally deleted it. Yeah, I deleted it. Because it's just so toxic over there. There's some great things on it, you know, obviously, but I felt like the toxicity outweighed the good things that I was seeing on it. I do watch Instagram Reels now, though, so I'm like, am I just doing the same thing over on Instagram? But I don't find it quite as addicting, so that's good. If you had to say which song from Fruit, what is your favorite, least favorite? Well, I'm gonna pull up the track list. But I haven't listened to that album in full in a while. I started to re-listen to it, and I want to re-listen to the rest. But I love the song Fruit. I re-listened to that today, and I absolutely love that song. I remember Blue, I think, being one of my favorites. Let's see. Can't Pin Me Down was an original favorite that I don't think it's necessarily like my favorite now. I have a weird place in my heart for Savages for some reason. Like, I will get that song stuck in my head out of nowhere, and just like, I constantly am singing it for some odd freaking reason. So riddle me that. I remember my least favorite. I think my least favorite was Solitaire. Yeah. I just didn't really vibe with it sonically. I think it was one of the slower, like, more stripped back ones. I remember really liking Better Than That. Yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea. I want to do a revisit, like a re-listen though. And yeah, listening to the Family Jewels again today, I'm like, girl, why haven't you been listening to Marina in a minute? Like, you need to get back on her. Like, start re-listening to every single thing she's ever done. Now I have Fruit in my head. Living like Dolce Vita. Life couldn't get much sweeter. Okay, I'm going to do 3 more questions, and then I'm going to end the live stream. This has been really fun. Really good catching up with y'all. But I am #hungry and #, I don't know. My voice gets hoarse, actually, after these live streams. So this is kind of crazy. Like, but not that crazy. Living like Dolce Vita. See, yeah, everyone was like saying how cringy the Hey Kids spelling is fun line was. I never thought it was that bad. Like, I kind of understood what she was going for with the song. I knew she wasn't trying to make a serious song. You know, she was very tongue-in-cheek and like it was all part of the aesthetic, I guess, of the song and the vibe. But yes, it's not, you know, lyrically a masterpiece of a song by any means. And but I felt like people were a little bit over harsh. Like, I don't think it was meant to be that serious. You know, I think she was well aware that it was a weird line or like a funny line. I don't know. That was a weird era. Like, it just feels like I honestly just feel like the Me song was not even written by Taylor. I believe that she wrote it. I believe she released it. But I have this like weird fake conspiracy theory that's like actually someone totally different like took over Taylor's body, wrote that song, released it, and then Taylor returned to her body and released the rest of the Lover album. That is my conspiracy theory. It's not really a conspiracy theory. Obviously, it's just kind of a jokey thing, but it's just odd to me. Okay. I don't feel like the Me song matches her songwriting at all. Like it feels so off, if that makes sense. I'm like, there's no way that the same woman who wrote Champagne Problems wrote Me. The fact that cats, yeah, the cats, that was a fever dream. Did we all just fever dream that? Were we just part of the, we were in the, what's it called? The simulation. We got caught up in the life simulation. Simulation. Oh, I'll have to re-listen to Spanish lessons. Apparently, I'm not going to, but but you guys are saying it. You were vibing to it, like okay. Lover era was a weird time in politics. Yes, it was. Yep, she was making the political statements with her music video and her song "You Need to Calm Down," which I actually hate that song now. Like, just sonically, I am like so not into it. It's so funny because I loved it when it first came out. But like it's just one of those songs that I think I've just heard it so many times that I'm like, if it comes on, I get the ick fully. You were impaired at the theater. Oh my gosh. Here's my cat's story, okay? I'll end with my cat story. This will be how I end the live stream. It's not really a story. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, the bisexual rumors were crazy. Anyway, the Taylor Swift bisexual rumors. I was so excited to go see Cats because I love cats and I knew Taylor was going to be in the movie. There was a star-studded cast. I was very excited. I was like, I don't want to see any spoilers. I don't want to know if it's good or not. Like, do not tell me anything. And I was at my aunt's house and my uncle was there and he unintentionally kind of spoiled the fact that it was panned by the critics. Like he was like, "Oh yeah, that movie was completely panned." And I was like, "Oh no, like now I can't go into it with a completely clear mindset. Like I have this bias toward it." So anyway, I go into the movie. It's like a 2-hour movie. The entire time I'm just kind of waiting for the plot to happen and the plot just never plotted. Like there was no plot. It was literally just introducing us to multiple cats. Like that was the entire movie, which I never knew. I thought there was like a plot and like I guess you can't really make a plot about cats. And then the whole time, like literally an hour and a half, I'm like, where is Taylor Swift? I thought she was a main part of this movie or like a bigger part than she actually was. Like an hour and a half into the movie, she finally makes an appearance for like 5 seconds and then she goes away. I did enjoy Jennifer Hudson in that movie. Was absolutely stunning. Her vocal performance. Jason Derulo, I can't say the same thing. I actually don't remember, but I think he was really weird in it. Was he not? And then I kept waiting for Taylor to like have more of a part, and that was like it. Like she was literally in and out, and I was like, okay. So it was basically just me waiting the whole time for Taylor and for a plot that never came. And then at the end was so weird when they like went up to heaven. Like that was a weird movie. Okay. It was a weird ass little movie. I didn't hate it nearly as much as other people did. Like, I wasn't like writing home about how much I hated it, but it was weird and I wouldn't see it again. So that is my was she a weird sexual cat? I don't know, but yeah, that's that on cats and will not go down in history. But yeah, thanks guys so much for joining the live stream. This was a lot of fun just catching up with you guys. I'm going to go drink some water and yeah, have a good day or night or wherever you are, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.